guys, what's up? It's Lainey, and today I'm giving you guys a book haul. It's been a while since I've done a book haul, and I've accumulated some more books that I'm really excited to show you guys, so let's get started. The first batch of books I want to show you guys are from Penguin Teen, so thank you Penguin for sending me these books. I got Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys, and I've already read this book. I've done a review on it. I'll link it down below. It was such a great historical fiction book. I was very surprised at how much I loved it. The next book I received from Penguin was The Forbidden Wish by Jessica Croy, and I rated this book a 4 out of 5. I've already read it. I loved it. I'm going to be filming a video review on it, but I do have a detailed Goodreads review up for it right now, which I will link down below if you guys are interested in that. This is an Aladdin retelling where the genie that Aladdin finds is actually a girl. I was hoping it was going to get me out of my reading slump, which it did. The next book I got from Penguin was Rebel of the Sands by Elwyn Hamilton. I actually also have a non-spoiler book review for this book up on my channel. I'll link that down below. I rated this book a 2.5 out of 5. It wasn't my favorite. I didn't really like it. Another book I got from Penguin was Map of Fates by Maggie Hall, which I have also since read, and this is the second book in the Conspiracy of Us series. I have a book review for the first book up on my channel, which I will link down below. I also put up a video in honor of Map of Fate's release, which was in the beginning of March. I'll link that down below as well, and that was my favorite adventure couples because it's inspired by Avery and Stellan, who is the team I'm on. I love this book more than I loved the first one. I rated this one a 5, but this is not a wrap-up, so I don't know why I'm talking about it like it is. The thing about this series is I think you have to go into it with an open mind, because while it is a contemporary modern world setting, you have to be open to the possibility of more and things that cannot happen in real life. Or, I mean, it's the possibility, so, you know, it could happen. And I think that's why I see such different reviews on the first one, because of the believability factor, but because we're dealing with ancient legends and secret societies, you have to be open to that idea that more could happen in this world. I really recommend this series. Like, this is one of my favorite new series I have started this year. And the last book from Penguin that I actually am starting tonight is The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead. This is Rochelle Mead's new fantasy series. I'm really hoping I like this book because I loved Vampire Academy series, and I loved Rochelle Mead's writing in the Vampire Academy series. However, I know there are such polarizing views of Soundless, which was her last book that came out, and I've read the first book in her urban fantasy series for the Georgia Kincaid series, and I did not like it. So I'm just hoping that I like something other than Vampire Academy from Rochelle Mead. So I have high hopes, but not too high because I don't want to be disappointed. Some books I pre-ordered: Revenge in the Wild by Michelle Modesto. I didn't hear too much about it when it was released, but I found it on Amazon and I read what it was about, and I'm like, shit, I think I'd really like that. It's a girl with a metal arm. She's the adopted daughter of like an inventor, and it's dark magic with Western saloons, and just based on that I was like, I want to read this because it's something I haven't seen before in YA. I'm hoping to get to this soon. I've been doing really good about reading the books that I've been buying lately. I also got Melissa Lander's new book, Starflight, and this is a science fiction book. I'm very excited to read this because I loved her Alienated book. I haven't read the second book yet, but I read the first book, Alienated, and really loved it. As much as right now I'm kind of really into fantasy, I think, from what I've been reading lately, that I've been enjoying, I really want to switch gears at some point soon and get back into science fiction. If you guys have been watching my writing vlogs, which you should, because I really like how those are turning out. I've recently had a new idea for a story besides my Red Riding Hood story, and that one is science fiction. So I want to just read more science fiction so I'm exposed to more inspiration and stuff, because that's what I like to do. It's probably why I'm also reading a lot of fantasy right now. Another pre-order for me was Ashes in the Sky by Jennifer M. Eaton. This is the second book in Jennifer's science fiction romance alien story, and I loved the first book. The first book I do have a non-spoiler book review, which I'll link down below. This series is also featured in my rereads for 2016. I want to reread the first book before I read the second book. I also got The Girl in 6E by A.R. Torre. This is a book that I'm going to be buddy reading with the Wolfpack, so that's why I got it. I've been hearing lots of really great reviews for this book as well, and I think I'll really like it. Every time like I see this book being mentioned, they call it like erotic thriller erotica. something, and that really interests me. So I'm really excited to read this, and I'm excited to read it with my friends. The next book I got was from a Twitter giveaway hosted by Amy Tintera, who is the author of the reboot series, the duology Reboot and Rebel, I think. And she was giving away ARCs for her new YA series, and I just happened to be one of the winners, and I was super excited about it. That is Ruined. I also got a bookmark and a postcard in the giveaway, which I love swag. Like, nothing is better than swag. I've been pre-ordering a lot lately just to get the pre-order swag for certain things. So there's that. That's my latest obsession. So actually about this book, 'cause I finished it about a few hours ago. I loved this book. I'm rating it like a 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. It's about this girl on the path of revenge. She is a princess, an overlooked princess from her kingdom. Her sister is captured, so her sister's a super powerful Ruined. There's magic in here, obviously. Her mother and her father, the king and queen, are also killed. So she sets out on this plan to get back at the royal family that killed her parents, and that requires her to kill a princess, which she does in the first 5 pages, that is betrothed to the prince. So she has to infiltrate the royal family by marrying the guy and taking revenge on this kingdom. I cannot wait to film my review on this, because I will be. This book is on sale May 3rd of 2016, so it's coming out pretty soon, and I think you guys should read it because I really loved it. And this is coming from someone who hasn't liked the majority of the books she's been reading this year, so this was a very refreshing thing to read and to enjoy. And it's also told in dual perspective, which I didn't know going into that based off the synopsis, and I loved that it was told in dual perspective from her and the prince, and it was everything I liked in a YA fantasy. So the next 2 books I got from my dad and my stepmom, who took me to Barnes & Noble, and the first one is Riders by Veronica Rossi. This is Veronica Rossi's new series. It's about the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, which I love the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. If you guys have seen Charmed, because you know how much I love that show, they had an episode about the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and it was like one of my favorite episodes. The only thing I don't like about this is the cover. I haven't seen too many people talk about it. I know Jillian from Bookish and Nerdy, she really enjoyed this book, so I'm excited to read it and do a review on it. And then I was kind of just like browsing through the adult science fiction fantasy section of Barnes & Noble, and I came upon this book. And that book was Theft of Swords by Michael J. Sullivan, who I didn't know, if you remember.
Michael J. Sullivan does it really well.
Who is that?
He writes Theft of Swords.
But now I do know who Michael J. Sullivan is, and I asked Connor if this is the book I should start with, and he said yes, so that's why I got it. And I think, I read the first 20 pages and I enjoyed it because I just kind of wanted to see how I was going to like it. And the last book I got was The Atlas of Cursed Places by Olivier Lecarrier, something French. This is kind of like a non-fiction book, but it's a travel guide to dangerous and frightful destinations. Different maps and different old-time things. That cannot be good. Oh. They're all like different places around the world that are creepy and unexplained and stuff like that. And I kind of got this for research reasons, for writing. I thought this would be a really good thing to like get the inspiration going. Also, I find these things very interesting and fascinating. I'm excited to really get into it. I just got this in the mail a couple days ago, so I haven't really had time to like really look through it. So those are the books I have received recently. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys all have a really great day, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!